So someone asked me about my favorite meal. Thing is, I mean, I don't really think about food in that way. I will just be listing the things I eat usually. See the likes going up, but it still says no one is watching. I don't know. I don't know about these numbers. They're bugged, but good to see you. No, but the thing is, when I think about favorite meals, I think so little. I enjoy the things I eat, but I'm never thinking, oh, I like this so much. It tastes so good in my mouth. Because you don't, yeah, when you follow a utilitarian diet mainly, you feed your body what it needs mainly. That's what you're enjoying. Like, wow, I'm fueling my body so nicely. And it tastes pretty good. For instance, the way I eat eggs, cook the egg whites, keep the egg yolks raw, and then have some salt and honey in there. Just this on its own is just amazingly tasty, but it's so nutritious too. Good protein, bunch of good micronutrients from the egg yolk mainly, some in the honey too. Some good healthy sugar, natural sugar from honey like that. And now when I'm bulking, I'm also throwing in a bunch of white rice in there, which I don't really think tastes as good, but it's to get the calories up, the carbs, of course. So I love that. But I also, honestly, just eating good meat, making beef patties with salt and pepper, having rice or potatoes, having a carrot, maybe a pickle, something like this on the side, glass of orange juice or just a fruit like a kiwi, something to munch on, I think it's great. And the protein yogurt thing that I do, Greek yogurt, some good protein powder, some kefir, honey, berries in there. This has the base, and then when I'm bulking, I'll throw more nuts and shit in for calories. But either way, this is just so tasty. If I try to think of like, what do I think, like favorite meal, if I even try to think about just taste or like that, like normal people do. Oh, I love this food. I'm a foodie. Um, like the main thing I can think about is not even food, a meal like that. It's like blueberry pie. Just love it. Something my grandma used to feed me before she died. And this is, of course, before I became the person I am today. But yeah, blueberry pie with some vanilla sauce. And that's a thing for me as well. That if I'm gonna eat something unhealthy, less than optimal like that, I just like it to be something baked from scratch, because then you know the ingredients. And maybe you should eat too much flour and too much sugar. You can eat too many calories from something like that. But if you just have a piece of blueberry pie made naturally, it's not the end of the world at all. Now, but in terms of food, like just a good piece of meat with some potatoes and some good butter, right vegetables sometimes with it. I don't need much more. Raclette, that is good. You know, where it's also the name of a cheese, but it's like when you have this thing in the middle. I see more people. Please like and say hi in the chat and ask. But when you have this thing in the middle of the table and you kind of fry your own little pieces of meat and the raclette cheese and like mushrooms and some vegetables, that's great. The raclette cheese and the meat is like, yeah. Thanks for the likes, guys. See more of you. Say hi. Ask me something. I still have a few more questions I had before the stream. I'll get to them. So we talked a bit about favorite meal there. How to put on muscle as a skinny guy, someone asked. So I recently